Hell no. I cannot trust that person protect me. If we go to war, that person can get me killed. They're not trained and equipped. So is that considered harsh? If they don't like that frame, get out.
How else does a frame serve someone to not to be manipulated?
That's a great question. And the way you don't get manipulated, because every frame has a membership. Meaning, when you're in a family, you define the membership or the price of being a member there is we serve one another, is we pick up our food behind each other. There's no maid living here. Your mother is not a maid. Hotel. We respect one another. See, the price of membership of each frame. People that work for you, once they walk in, there is a price of membership to work there. You have integrity. You do not lie and gossip. My former business partner, he implemented this just like 20 years ago. He implemented his company at that time, probably 100, 120 people. Immediate termination for gossiping. He written that in his employee handbook because he will not tolerate that because he understands the power of lies and it could tear up a company, is unproductive, all these things. So there is a membership in every frame. Now listen, everywhere we go has a frame. No, I live in Colorado. I have a concealed carry license, but the frame of going to schools, there's no guns allowed, even if you have a concealed carry permit in a church and stuff like that. So even though I have the license concealed carry, and 90% of places I go with it, there's other places if I go in, I have to submit to their frame, and they said no concealed carry. So every frame has a defined membership in your boy behavior within that frame. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I'm just thinking, so would you say, can you possibly have too harsh of a frame? Like, I'm just thinking, like, what's too harsh? What if I'm being too hard on my kids or my team members or whatever it is? If I look mean, you know what I mean? Just because I'm a natural people pleaser, I want to be known as just. I want to be fair, right? Is there such thing as too harsh of a frame?
Well, first of all, when you ask me that question, I laugh because my first thought is that you're a kitty cat, and you know what word I'm really thinking of. No, listen, if you're in the military compared to a bowling league, is a military frame too harsh? No, they're keeping your life safe, keeping the guys around you safe, and you're protecting your fucking country. Now, in a bowling league, you can be drunk as hell. You could throw the ball backwards, and we're all going to laugh and have fun because it's a lighter frame. So the context is how hard or what is harsh? Are you going to let some bowling alley attitude come into a military frame? Hell no. I cannot trust that person protect me. If we go to war, that person can get me killed. They're not trained and equipped. So is that considered harsh? No, it's what's appropriate. Now, if that bowling guy says, man, I don't want to be in this frame, get the hell out. Get out of this frame. Don't go into the military. Go back to your bowling league with your big beer belly and drinking another keg of beer. That's me, by the way. That's okay. That's okay. The frame is not harsh. The frame's set for a significant pattern. Our frame, since Donnie and I failed forward making all this, was always to make our kids independent. Independent. If they don't like that frame, get out. I just sent Sayla a video, CC Donna, and it's this therapist talking about we do too much for our kids. We create them to be entitled and able in this generation, blah, blah, blah. I want to say, see, baby, that's why I do make you open your own Amazon packages even when you're struggling. She's like, Dad, help me. I said, nope. She was pissed. You know, she's my princess. Just something little like that. Because if they're not independent, when they leave our home, guess what they are?
Pretty disabled.
Codependent.
Very dependent on someone.
Yep, codependent.
Gonna be needy.
Very needy. And she's a female. I'm not going to have her codependent on any other man. The only person she's codependent on is Jesus Christ. So we weren't smart. We weren't taught. We created and built this along the way. And we said at least one variable is they're going to be independent.